Hey guys, how are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming to you week number 6 on our introduction to business class. Just want to give you a quick update in regards to where we're at and where we're headed. I am currently grading all of your discussions to give you an accurate view of where you stand. So give me about today and tomorrow. I should have everything up to date and graded. That way you have a good, clear picture of what your grade is in this class. I will also mention that we are in week number 6, and this is a 7-week course. Technically speaking, we have 1 week left after this week. However, next week is Thanksgiving week, so we will not have any assignments due next week. So next week there will not be an open folder because it is Thanksgiving week. So you will be off technically from school. You will only be required to do work the week after that, which is our final week 7. So make sure you are prepared for that 7th week, which is going to be a pretty hefty week. Technically speaking, you will have to complete 2 chapters and your final exam. I'll give you more details of your final in the near future here, but should be pretty standard, pretty basic, multiple choice. I don't know how many questions, 40 or 50 questions. Questions you have already seen throughout the semester in your quizzes. Best way to study is study your quizzes. You do that by going to mhhm.com, which is your McGraw-Hill website, and look at the quizzes that are there. Those are the ones that we will be going through. So make sure that you are prepared for your final. I also had mentioned that I do not accept late assignments and I do not go back, but here's a caveat. If you have not completed some sort of discussion post, or you didn't get 100 points because you only wrote a sentence and it should have been a paragraph, or you didn't answer to 2 students, you just did 1, or you didn't reply to my video, go back and do that. That's the easiest way to booster your points in this class. Also, to alleviate some of the pressure of some of you needing a little bit of help, I dropped earlier this semester, I dropped the equivalent of your lowest grades for 1 week. So that should help you. That should give you a little bit of a cushion. Some of you who are right there teetering on a B, the easiest way to do is go back and look at your discussion grades. And if you have something less than 100, go and fix that. That's where you're going to make up some good pointage. If you didn't do a discussion, that's going to impact your grade tremendously. So please complete the discussions. This week, we're going to be talking about a basic investment. Now, I understand this is an introduction to business class, so I am not requiring you to be an expert investor, but I do want to introduce the concept of investment to you and allow you the opportunity to do some very small research of a mutual fund and what the average percentage growth is in it. I understand this isn't a finance class. I'm not going to be very harsh on this grading in regards to how you present it, but I would like for you to at least go in there and do a little 5-10 minute research of a mutual fund. And if you don't know what a mutual fund is, picture your money being invested in a bunch of in a bunch of companies to be able to diversify the risk, versus a stock, which is you investing directly into one company and all your money going to that one company. So in a stock, if you went to purchase Apple stock, if Apple does good, then you do good. If Apple does bad, then you do bad because you're only invested in that one company. But in a mutual fund, they're usually divided into sectors or into categories. If you are invested in technology, they're going to invest in a bunch of small, or not small, I keep saying small, but in a bunch of technology firms. So they're going to grab your money, split it up, and invest it in technology firms. So Apple could be a part of that, but that's not the only one. It could be IBM, it could be Cisco, it could be VMware. So if Apple doesn't do that good, but VMware does well, it balances and it mitigates your risk. So it allows you to grow your money. So this basic of investment discussion is really just for you to go out there and explore the world of mutual funds. I want to know what you find as your minimum investment for a mutual fund. And number two, what is the average growth within a 10-year period? Some of you will find very aggressive mutual funds and others will find a very conservative. I think anything above 7 to 10% gain is a very good mutual fund on a yearly basis. So if you start off with a certain amount, a year from now, you'll have gained 10%. That builds up and it continues to grow. So anyhow, that being all said, once again, I am not going to be harsh on your knowledge of mutual funds. I just want to know that you did some small research. You understand what a mutual fund is. You understand the basics of investment. And that should supply enough information to get yourself, besides responding to 2 students and this discussion, a 100% on our weekly assignment. All right, guys, I think that's about it. As always, I hope you're having a great week. I'm wearing my heated vest because it is now getting cold outside. I woke up, it's about 50 degrees out there. And also, guys, this coronavirus is getting worse around the states. Be careful as you go out. Be careful. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week. I think that should cover it. Many of you did a wonderful job with social media. It's kind of a split, by the way. Some of you have mentioned that you no longer like using it, that it's no longer part of your daily life routine, but others are very influenced by social media and what happens there. So I'm on social media, of course, as I'm using this in YouTube. I use YouTube for my videos. Of course, I have a channel just to upload my videos and be able to use them for class, but I'm also on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn and you're going into management, I encourage you to take a look at that. That's a good way to get jobs, to be able to expand your exposure from a professional perspective. And that's it, guys. All right. Thank you for all your effort. Thank you for your time. We will see you later. Take care.